Welcome, friends, to Grow Your Mindset. Fixed versus growth. Unlock your potential today. I'm absolutely thrilled you've decided to embark on this journey with me. For years, I've traveled the world, speaking to audiences just like you, sharing insights and tools to help you live your best life. And one message above all resonates with everyone: the power of mindset. We often believe our abilities and intelligence are fixed, set in stone from birth. We label ourselves as good at math, or not creative, or just not a leader. This is what we call a fixed mindset. But what if I told you this wasn't true? What if I told you that your capabilities are far more malleable, far more expandable, than you ever imagined? That's the core of this book, Unlocking the Power of the Growth Mindset. The growth mindset is the belief that your talents and abilities can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning from your mistakes. It's not about saying everyone can become an Einstein or a Mozart, but it's about understanding that everyone can improve, everyone can learn, and everyone can grow. Grow your mindset isn't just about theory, it's about practical application. Throughout these pages, we'll explore examples, real-life stories, and actionable strategies that you can implement immediately. We'll dissect the differences between a fixed and a growth mindset in various areas of life, from relationships to careers to personal hobbies. We will explore the importance of effort, the beauty of embracing challenges, and the invaluable lessons hidden within failures. This book will equip you with the tools to identify your own fixed mindset triggers and replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. By embracing a growth mindset, you'll not only become more resilient and adaptable, but also cultivate a deeper sense of joy and purpose. You'll learn to appreciate the process of learning and growth itself, rather than solely focusing on the outcome. You'll discover that intelligence and talent are not static traits, but rather dynamic potentials, waiting to be unleashed through effort and perseverance. So are you ready to transform your thinking, unlock your potential, and begin a journey of lifelong growth? Then turn the page, and let's get started. Let's cultivate a mindset that empowers you to achieve anything you set your mind to. This book is your guide, your support, and your cheerleader on this incredible adventure. The journey begins now. Okay, let's do this. Get ready to unlock the power within you. Here's Chapter 1 of your new book, written with all the energy and motivation I can muster. Chapter 1. Understanding Your Mindset, the Foundation of Growth. Hey you, yes you, are you ready to truly understand what makes you tick? What drives your actions, shapes your fears, and ultimately determines how far you can go? It all starts with your mindset. Think of your mindset as the operating system for your brain. It's the set of beliefs you have about yourself and your abilities. These beliefs, consciously or unconsciously, dramatically impact everything you do. Now, there are mainly two types of mindsets: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Imagine someone with a fixed mindset. They believe their intelligence, talents, and abilities are, well, fixed, set in stone. They may think, I'm either good at this, or I'm not. Challenges. They shy away from them, fearing failure will expose their perceived limitations. Effort. Seen as a sign of weakness. If you're truly talented, things should come easy, right? Criticism. Devastating. It stings because it threatens their self-image of being smart or capable. Now picture someone with a growth mindset. They believe their abilities can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning from their mistakes. They see challenges as opportunities to grow, not threats to their ego. Effort? Embrace it. It's the pathway to improvement. Criticism. Valuable feedback that helps them learn and refine their skills. Think about learning to ride a bike. Someone with a fixed mindset might try once, fall, and say, I'm just not a bike person. End of story. Someone with a growth mindset? They might fall a bunch of times, scrape their knees, but keep getting back on, adjusting their balance, learning from each fall, until they're finally cruising down the street, beaming with pride. This isn't about being a genius versus not being a genius. It's about believing in your potential to become more. This is the foundation upon which you will build your success story, your happiness, and your most fulfilling life. So buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the world of mindsets, and I promise you, it's going to be a transformative journey. Are you ready to grow? I know you are. All right, champions, get ready to break free. Let's dive headfirst into Chapter 2, The Fixed Mindset, a Trap of Limitations. Imagine a box. A beautifully decorated, seemingly comfortable box. That, my friends, is the fixed mindset. It's the belief that your intelligence, your talents, your very capabilities are set in stone. Unchangeable. Predetermined. Sounds cozy, right? Wrong. It's a gilded cage. Think about it. Someone with a fixed mindset might say, I'm just not good at math. End of story. No room for improvement, no desire to practice, just acceptance of a perceived limitation. They avoid math problems like the plague, fearing the embarrassment of getting it wrong. This fear of failure is a huge red flag of the fixed mindset. Why? Because if you believe your abilities are fixed, every mistake becomes a personal indictment, a judgment on your inherent worth. Ouch, that's a lot of pressure. Let's say Alex avoids trying out for the school play because they're convinced they aren't a natural actor. They see others succeed and think, they were born with it. I wasn't. That's the fixed mindset whispering lies. It's telling them that talent is something you either have or you don't. The fixed mindset manifests in countless ways: avoiding challenges, giving up easily, feeling threatened by the success of others, believing that effort is only for the untalented. It's about proving yourself, rather than improving yourself. And that, my friends, is a recipe for stagnation, a one-way ticket to underachievement. So, are you trapped in this box? Don't despair. Recognizing the fixed mindset is the first step to shattering it. The next step? We're going to explore the amazing world of the growth mindset and unlock your infinite potential. Let's go. Okay, get ready to ignite your potential. Let's dive into a groundbreaking concept that can revolutionize your life: the growth mindset. Chapter 3: The Growth Mindset, Embracing Challenge and Learning. Friends, imagine a world where challenges aren't roadblocks, but exciting opportunities. That's the world unlocked by a growth mindset. Forget thinking you're just not good at something. That's the fixed mindset talking. A growth mindset says, I'm not good yet, but I can be. What does this actually mean? It means embracing challenges head on. Instead of shying away from anything difficult, you see it as a chance to stretch, to learn, and to become stronger. Think of it like lifting weights. The heavier the weight, the more your muscles grow. Your brain works the same way. Persistence is key. Now let's talk about setbacks. They are inevitable. Everyone stumbles. The difference between a fixed and growth mindset isn't avoiding failure, it's how you react to it. Don't let a setback define you. See it as data. What can you learn? What can you do differently next time? Get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Remember, the most successful people are often those who have failed the most. Effort, your secret weapon. A growth mindset recognizes that effort isn't a sign of weakness. It's the pathway to mastery. It's the fuel that powers your growth. When you believe that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work, effort becomes your friend, not your foe. Love the process of learning, the struggle, and the incremental improvements. Learning from criticism. Nobody likes criticism. But with a growth mindset, you can reframe it. See it as valuable feedback. Ask questions to clarify the critic's point. What specific areas can you improve upon? Strip away the emotion and focus on the actionable advice. This doesn't mean accepting all criticism blindly, but it does mean being open to the possibility that you can learn from it. Inspiration, not intimidation. Finally, let's talk about the success of others. Does it make you feel inadequate? Or does it inspire you? A growth mindset sees other people's achievements as proof that success is possible. Look at their journey, not just their destination. What can you learn from their strategies, their work ethic, their resilience? Let their success fuel your own ambition. Embrace challenges, persist through setbacks, value effort, learn from criticism, and be inspired by others. You have the power to cultivate a growth mindset and unlock your unlimited potential. Let's go. Okay, let's do this. Get ready to unlock your potential. Chapter 4: Mindset in Action. Examples from everyday life. Alright champions, let's dive into the real world. We've talked about the fixed and growth mindsets, but how do they actually look when you're living your life? Let's see them in action, so you can spot them in yourself and others. School days. Imagine two students, Alex and Ben, both get a bad grade on a math test. Alex, with a fixed mindset, immediately thinks, I'm just bad at math. I'm not a numbers person, it's hopeless. He avoids math problems, feeling defeated. Ben, on the other hand, with a growth mindset, thinks, okay, this is a challenge. I need to figure out what I did wrong, and study harder next time. Maybe I'll ask for help. Ben sees the bad grade as a chance to learn and improve. Which student do you think will ultimately succeed? Workplace wonders. Picture two colleagues, Carol and David. Their boss gives them a new, challenging project. Carol, stuck in a fixed mindset, panics. I don't know how to do this. I'm going to fail. Everyone will think I'm incompetent. She avoids taking risks and sticks to what she already knows. David, embracing a growth mindset, gets excited. This is a great opportunity to learn something new. I might struggle at first, but I'll figure it out. I can ask for guidance and develop new skills. He tackles the challenge with enthusiasm. See the difference? Opportunity versus threat. Sports arena. Think about two athletes, Emily and Frank. Emily makes a crucial mistake during a basketball game, costing her team the win. If she has a fixed mindset, she'll beat herself up. I'm a loser. I always choke under pressure. I'm not good enough. Frank, with growth mindset, he shakes it off, focuses on what he can learn from the mistake. Okay, that was tough. What can I do differently next time? I'll practice those shots under pressure. Relationship realm. Let's say two friends, George and Harry, get into an argument. George, with a fixed mindset, digs in. I'm right, he's wrong. He's always doing this. He focuses on blame and doesn't try to understand Harry's perspective. Harry, with a growth mindset, tries to see things from Harry's point of view. Maybe I didn't explain myself well. I need to listen to what he's saying and find a way to resolve this. Spot the patterns? The fixed mindset leads to avoidance, self-doubt, and stagnation. The growth mindset fuels learning, resilience, and progress. Now start paying attention to your own reactions and thought patterns in these different situations. Are you leaning towards fixed or growth? Let's shift gears and become the best version of yourself. Chapter 5. The Power of Yet. Transforming Setbacks into Stepping Stones. Alright, champions, let's talk about something huge, the power of yet. This little word is a game changer. It's a secret weapon that can blast through frustration and turn roadblocks into ramps, leading to awesome new heights. Ever feel like you're crashing and burning? Like you just can't do something? I get it. We all get it. It's human. But what if I told you that feeling stuck is just a temporary condition, a pause button, not the end of the movie? That's where yet comes in. Imagine you're learning to play the guitar. You're struggling with a chord. Your fingers feel clumsy. You think, I can't do this. Stop right there. That's the fixed mindset creeping in. Now add yet to the end of that statement, I can't do this yet. Boom. Did you feel that shift? Suddenly, it's not a dead end. It's an open road. Yet injects hope, possibility, and a roadmap to improvement. I can't do this yet acknowledges the current reality without accepting it as permanent. It's an implicit promise to yourself that you're willing to learn, practice, and eventually master that darn guitar chord. I'm not good at public speaking yet. I haven't figured out this new software yet. I don't understand this concept yet. See how it works. With yet, failure is not a final judgment. It's just a starting point. It is like saying you are on a journey, and even though you are not there, but you will be there. This isn't just about semantics, people. It's about rewiring your brain. It's about refusing to let temporary struggles define you. It's about embracing the learning process and knowing that persistence pays off. It is about the power of belief. The next time you catch yourself saying I can't, or I'm not good enough, slap a yet on the end of it and watch the magic happen. You may not ace that test today, but if you keep on trying, you will ace that test. Get out there and start exploring the power of yet. Your potential is limitless, and the journey is just beginning. Chapter 6. Effort. Friend or foe? How your mindset shapes your view of hard work. Hey you! Let's talk about effort. Really dig in and see what you believe about it. Is it a dirty word, something to avoid, or is it, dare I say, a secret weapon? If you're rocking a fixed mindset, you might see effort as a sign of weakness. You might think, if I were really smart, I wouldn't have to work so hard. Achievement should come easily, right? Struggling means you're not naturally gifted, and that's a scary thought. This mindset will make you avoid challenge and choose easy tasks to protect the image of effortless talent. But guess what? That's a lie. That fixed mindset is whispering poison in your ear. Now, Let's crank up the volume on the growth mindset. With a growth mindset, effort isn't a threat, it's an invitation. It's the jet fuel that propels you towards your goals. It's not a sign of inadequacy, but a badge of honor. It tells the world, and more importantly yourself, that you're dedicated, that you're committed to learning, that you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. Think of it like this. Imagine two people learning to play the guitar. Adam has a fixed mindset. He picks up the guitar, fumbles with the chords, and struggles. He thinks, maybe I'm just not musically inclined, this is too hard. He quits, thinking he's not naturally talented. Then there's Ben, who has a growth mindset. He struggles at first too, of course we all do. But he sees it as a challenge. Each mistake is a lesson. He practices, he watches tutorials, and he keeps at it. He understands that with dedication, his skills will improve. Who do you think will be shredding on stage in a year? Ben, without a doubt. Effort isn't just about brute force, it's about smart work. It's about finding the right strategies, seeking feedback and adapting your approach. It's about persistence and resilience. So ask yourself, are you running from effort, or are you running with it? Embrace the challenge, my friend. View hard work not as a punishment, but as the engine that drives your growth. Your potential is waiting. It just needs a little, or maybe a lot, of effort to unlock it. Now go out there and work it. I believe in you. All right, champions. Let's tackle something that makes most people squirm. Criticism. You know that uncomfortable feeling you get when someone points out something you could do better? Chapter 7. Criticism. A gift wrapped in discomfort. Listen up, because this is huge. Criticism, my friends, is not a personal attack. It's not a sign you're failing. It's not even necessarily true. But it can be a phenomenal opportunity for growth. I'm telling you, it's a gift, albeit one wrapped in a whole lot of prickly discomfort. See, a fixed mindset sees criticism as proof of inadequacy. They think I'm not good enough, I knew it, ouch, right? But a champion with a growth mindset, they see it totally differently. They think, okay, this stings a little, but maybe, just maybe, there's something I can learn here. Imagine your friend Alex gives a presentation. Afterwards, their colleague says, Alex, your presentation was informative, but you spoke a bit too quickly. It was hard to follow some of your points. Someone with a fixed mindset might spiral. They hated it. I'm terrible at presenting. I should just give up. Sound familiar? But Alex, armed with a growth mindset, thinks, okay, speaking too fast, that's something I can work on. Maybe I can practice slowing down and emphasizing key points. Boom, growth in action. Here's how you turn criticism into a superpower. Breathe and listen. Don't get defensive. Take a deep breath. And really listen to what's being said. Focus on understanding their intent. Are they genuinely trying to help you improve? Filter the feedback. All criticism isn't created equal. Some is constructive, some is, well, just plain mean. Learn to filter out the negativity. If it's personal, dismissive, or doesn't offer concrete suggestions, let it go. Ask clarifying questions. Don't be afraid to ask for more details. Can you give me a specific example of when I spoke too quickly? The more information you have, the better you can understand the feedback. Look for the truth. Even if the delivery is poor, there might be a nugget of truth in there. Focus on extracting that nugget and using it to improve. Thank them. Seriously, even if it stings, thank the person for their feedback. It takes courage to offer criticism. Showing gratitude opens the door for future, and potentially more helpful, feedback. Action, action, action. Don't just dwell on the criticism, turn it into action. Create a plan to address the areas where you need to improve. Remember, criticism isn't a reflection of your worth as a person, it's simply information. It's data points that can help you grow, evolve, and become the absolute best version of yourself. Now go out there, embrace the discomfort, and use that feedback to become unstoppable. You got this. Alright champions, buckle up. Because in this chapter, we're diving headfirst into a juicy topic. How do you react when someone else achieves something amazing? Does it lift you up or knock you down? It all boils down to mindset, people. Chapter 8. Success of others, inspiration or intimidation. Think about it. Someone you know gets a promotion, lands a dream job, writes a best-selling book, or achieves some other goal they've been working towards. What's your gut reaction? If you're rocking a fixed mindset, that reaction might be, well, not so pretty. You might feel envious, thinking, they're just lucky, or they must have cheated somehow. You might even start to feel inadequate, questioning your own abilities and achievements. This is because a fixed mindset whispers lies like, their success diminishes my worth, and success is a limited pie, and they got a bigger slice. Yikes! This is the intimidation end of the spectrum. But here's the good news. With a growth mindset, the success of others is fuel. It becomes a source of inspiration and learning. You see their achievement and think, wow, that's incredible. What did they do to get there? You become curious, asking questions and genuinely celebrating their win. Think of it like this. You want to learn to bake the perfect chocolate cake. Someone else nails it. Their cake is moist, rich, and decorated like a dream. A fixed mindset screams, they're just naturally talented. I'll never be that good. A growth mindset, however, says, that's awesome. Can I get the recipe? What techniques did they use? Maybe I can learn a few things. Let's say you are in sales, and your colleague David closes a huge deal. A fixed mindset will make you feel low about yourself and feel jealous. This will make you even less motivated. Growth mindset says, great job, David. I am so happy for you. Can you share some tips and advice with me? See the difference? One path leads to stagnation and negativity, the other to growth and opportunity. The success of others is not a threat, it's a roadmap. It shows you what's possible, gives you new ideas, and proves that hard work and dedication pay off. So next time you see someone else soaring, don't let intimidation sink you. Choose inspiration, be a learner, celebrate their success, and let it ignite your own fire. Because remember, the sky's the limit, and there's plenty of room for everyone to shine. Now go out there and find your inspiration. Chapter 9, From Fixed to Growth, Practical Steps for Shifting Your Mindset. Alright champions, ready to ditch the limitations and unleash your potential? Shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset isn't magic. It's a journey. It's about retraining your brain to see possibilities instead of walls. And guess what? You've already taken the first step by acknowledging that you can change. So how do we actually do this? Let's break it down into actionable steps you can start using today. 1. Self-awareness. Know thy fixed mindset triggers. First, become a mindset detective. When do you feel those fixed mindset gremlins creeping in? Is it when you face a tough project at work, a tricky problem at home? Write down those situations. Identify the specific thoughts that pop into your head. For example, I'm not good at this, or I'm going to fail. Recognizing these triggers is half the battle. You can't fight what you can't see. 2. Challenge your limiting beliefs, the why game. Those negative thoughts, they're often based on limiting beliefs. Time to challenge them. Ask yourself, why do I believe this? Keep asking why until you get to the root. For example, I'm not good at presentations. Why? Because I stumble over my words. Why? Because I get nervous. Aha! The root issue isn't competence, it's nervousness. Now you can address the nervousness with techniques like preparation and breathing exercises. 3. Positive self-talk, the power of affirmations. Done right. Ditch the generic affirmations like, I am amazing. They're often meaningless. Instead, use growth-oriented affirmations. Try reframing those negative thoughts. I'm not good at presentations becomes, I'm learning to become a better presenter. Every presentation is a chance to improve. Focus on the process of growth. 4. Embrace the yet, your new best friend. The word yet is magical. I can't do this yet. See the difference? It acknowledges your current reality, but opens the door to future possibility. It's a powerful reminder that skills are developed, not inherent. 5. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge every step forward. Don't wait for the massive breakthrough. Celebrate every tiny step you take. Finished one section of that challenging project? Awesome. Gave a presentation even though you were nervous? Huge win. Acknowledging these achievements reinforces your growth mindset and fuels your momentum. 6. Reframe failure as feedback, the ultimate learning tool. Mistakes aren't signs of failure, they're data points. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? Turn mistakes into valuable lessons. Remember, even the most successful people have faced countless setbacks. 7. Seek out growth mindset role models. Learn from the best. Surround yourself with people who embrace challenges and view setbacks as opportunities. Observe how they handle difficulties, how they talk about their own learning processes. Let their attitudes influence and inspire you. This shift takes time and conscious effort. There will be moments when you slip back into old patterns. That's okay. The key is to keep practicing, keep challenging those negative thoughts, and keep embracing the power of yet. You got this. Now go out there and grow. Chapter 10. The Mindset of a Leader. Cultivating Growth in Others. Alright leaders, listen up. You've unlocked the power of the growth mindset within yourself. Now, it's time to unleash that power in your teams and organizations. Because let me tell you, a growth mindset isn't just a personal win, it's a team-level superpower. As leaders, we're not just giving instruction, we're building environments. We are the architects of cultures where people believe they can get better, learn more, and achieve the unimaginable. How awesome is that? First, foster a culture of learning. Instead of focusing solely on outcomes, celebrate the process, recognize effort, curiosity, and experimentation. It's okay to fail. It's not okay to not try something new. Are you creating an environment where it is safe to risk? Feedback is your secret weapon, but it's not about pointing fingers. It's about pointing the way forward. Frame feedback as an opportunity for growth, not a judgment of worth. Hey John, this report is great, but imagine how much stronger it would be if we added a visual representation to support your arguments. Is way better than, this report is missing some key visuals. See the difference? Focus on actionable improvements that develop skills. Leaders, champion continuous improvement. Encourage your team to constantly seek new knowledge and skills. Provide resources, training, and opportunities for growth. When everyone is dedicated to growth, that collective dedication gets you to the top. Remember, your mindset is infectious. Lead by example. Show your team that you're committed to your own growth. Share your struggles, your failures, and your lessons learned. Be vulnerable and authentic. A growth mindset culture isn't about being soft, it's about being smart. It's about creating a team that is resilient, resourceful, and ready to take on any challenge. So, step up, embrace your role as a growth mindset leader, and watch your team soar. Chapter 11. Raising Growth Mindset Children, Nurturing Potential from a Young Age. Alright champion, let's talk about the next generation. You know how powerful a growth mindset is for you. Imagine equipping your kids, your students, the young people in your life, with that same superpower from the get-go. It's not about making them perfect, it's about fostering their potential. Ready to get started? First, ditch the labels. You're so smart, sounds nice, right? Wrong. It implies innate ability, and that's the fixed mindset talking. Instead, praise effort. Wow, I can see how hard you worked on that. Or, you really stuck with that problem, even when it was tough. Great job. This teaches them that effort leads to results. Next, celebrate mistakes. Yes, you read that right. Frame errors as learning opportunities. When a child struggles, say, that's a tricky problem. What can we learn from this? Or, even the best people make mistakes. It's how we grow. Make it safe to fail. Make it desirable to learn from failure. Promote curiosity. Encourage questions. When they ask why, don't just give a quick answer. Explore it together. Visit museums, read books, conduct simple experiments. Cultivate a love of learning, not a fear of being wrong. Finally, instill resilience. Life throws curveballs. Teach children how to bounce back. Talk about times you faced challenges and how you overcame them. Model a growth mindset yourself. Say things like, this is hard but I'm going to keep trying. Or, I'm not sure how to do this yet but I'll figure it out. Raising kids with a growth mindset isn't about easy A's. It's about creating lifelong learners, resilient individuals, and people who embrace challenges. It's about setting them up for a future filled with growth and possibility, and unleashing the incredible potential within. You got this. Okay, get ready to ignite your relationships. This is where things get seriously exciting. Chapter 12. Mindset in Relationships, Building Stronger Connections. Hey you, ever wonder why some relationships blossom while others wither? It's not just about luck or destiny. It's hugely about mindset. Think about it. Relationships are all about growth, right? Two people coming together, learning, evolving, and supporting each other. A fixed mindset in a relationship is like putting concrete shoes on a dancer. It's heavy, limiting, and prevents movement. Imagine a couple, let's say, Ben and Lily. Ben has a fixed mindset. If Lily makes a mistake, Ben sees it as a flaw in her character. To him, she is clumsy, she is forgetful, she is bad at managing finances. He offers little encouragement for her to improve, and often says things like, "You're just not good at that." This makes Lily feel criticized and unmotivated. Lily, on the other hand, mostly has a growth mindset. When Ben makes a mistake, she sees it as an opportunity for him to learn and grow. She understands that everyone is a work in progress. She says things like, "It is okay, we can work on this together. And I understand that you are working hard and I appreciate your efforts." Can you see the difference? Ben's fixed mindset creates a stifling environment, breeding resentment and disconnection. Lily's growth mindset fosters understanding, empathy, and a willingness to work through challenges. Similarly, in friendships, a fixed mindset can cause jealousy and competition. You might secretly rejoice when your friend fails, thinking it makes you look better. A growth mindset, however, allows you to celebrate your friend's success and learn from their experiences. A growth mindset isn't about ignoring problems. It's about believing that relationships can be strengthened through effort, communication, and a willingness to adapt and change, as individuals and as a unit. It's about facing conflicts with the belief that you can solve them together. Ready to build stronger connections? Embrace the growth mindset in your relationships and watch them flourish. You got this. Chapter 13. Overcoming Obstacles, Staying on the Growth Mindset Path. Alright champions, let's talk real talk. The growth mindset isn't some magic button you press, and suddenly life is all sunshine and rainbows. Nope, we're human. We stumble, we fall, we sometimes want to throw in the towel. And that's okay. The key is knowing how to get back up and keep moving forward. This chapter is your obstacle-busting toolkit. Here's the thing. Adopting a growth mindset is a journey, not a destination. You'll have days where you feel amazing, unstoppable. Then, bam, you hit a wall. Maybe you fail a test you studied hard for, or your project gets rejected, or you just feel stuck. It's in these moments that your commitment to growth is truly tested. So how do you stay on the path when the path gets rocky? First, acknowledge the challenge. Don't pretend it's not there or beat yourself up about it. Say out loud, "Okay, this is tough. I'm struggling." Naming the obstacle is the first step to conquering it. Next, practice self-compassion. This is huge. Be kind to yourself. You would comfort a friend who's struggling, right? Offer yourself that same compassion. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes. It doesn't mean you are not capable, it means you are learning. Now, reframe your thinking. Remember that yet we talked about. This is where it shines. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," think, "I can't do this yet." Remember that failure is simply information. What can you learn from this setback? What did you do well? What could you do differently next time? Finally, persist. Don't give up. Small, consistent steps are key. Break down the problem into smaller, manageable tasks. Celebrate small victories along the way. Reach out to others for support. Share your struggles and ask for advice. There are people who want to help you succeed. Remember Marco, who took up running. He started slow but then injured his knee. Instead of giving up, he focused on physical therapy, modified his training, and celebrated every milestone on his road to recovery. He didn't let the injury derail him. He used it as an opportunity to learn about his body and become a stronger athlete. Obstacles are inevitable. But with self-compassion, reframing, and persistence, you can not only overcome them, but also grow stronger and more resilient in the process. Now get out there and face those challenges head on. You've got this. Okay, get ready to unlock your potential. Let's dive into Chapter 14. The long-term benefits of a growth mindset, a life of continuous learning. Listen, friend, adopting a growth mindset isn't some quick fix. It's not a magic pill that suddenly makes everything perfect. It's a lifestyle, a commitment, a journey. And the destination, a life overflowing with purpose, joy, and boundless potential. Think about it. What happens when you consistently choose growth over stagnation? You build resilience. Every challenge you face, every setback you overcome, strengthens your ability to bounce back. You become like a flexible tree. bending in the wind, but never breaking. You learn to see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as detours on your path to success. And what does that resilience lead to? Greater life satisfaction. When you're constantly learning and growing, you feel a sense of accomplishment and purpose. You're not just existing, you're thriving. You're actively shaping your own destiny, and that's incredibly empowering. But perhaps the greatest long-term benefit of a growth mindset is the development of a lifelong love of learning. You stop seeing education as something that ends when you graduate. Instead, you embrace it as an ongoing adventure. You become curious about the world around you, eager to explore new ideas and acquire new skills. You recognize that learning is not just about accumulating knowledge, it's about expanding your horizons and becoming the best version of yourself. Imagine an artist named Leo. He used to be afraid of trying new techniques, always sticking to what he knew. But once he embraced a growth mindset, everything changed. He started experimenting with different mediums, attending workshops, and even soliciting feedback from other artists. He faced failures, of course, but each failure became a lesson, propelling him forward. Now, years later, Leo is a celebrated artist, known for his innovative and constantly evolving style. That's the power of a growth mindset in practice. This is what awaits you on this journey. Are you ready to embrace the long-term benefits? Are you ready to commit to a life of continuous learning and growth? I know you are. Now go out there and make it happen. Okay, get ready to ignite your potential. You've journeyed through the power of mindset, and now it's time to put that knowledge into action. This isn't the end. It's just the beginning of your incredible growth mindset journey. Let's solidify your progress with a practical action plan. Chapter 15, Your Growth Mindset Journey, Action Plan and Continued Growth. This isn't about passively reading, it's about actively doing. Grab a pen and paper, or your favorite digital tool, because we're about to create a roadmap to a more fulfilling and ever-evolving you. 1. Goal setting. Plant the seeds of growth. First, identify one area of your life where you want to see significant growth. This could be your career, relationships, a skill you want to develop, or even your health. Be specific. Instead of, I want to be successful, try, I want to learn Python programming to enhance my career prospects. Now break that big goal down into smaller, achievable steps. What's the first action you can take today? Maybe it's signing up for an online course, or finding a mentor. Write it down. 2. Tracking progress. Celebrate every milestone. The key to staying motivated is to see how far you've come. Keep a journal, use a habit tracking app, or create a simple spreadsheet. Record your efforts, your challenges, and most importantly, your learnings. Don't focus solely on the outcome. Celebrate the effort you put in, even if you don't achieve perfect results immediately. Remember, progress, not perfection. For example, if your goal is to write a book, track the number of words that you write every week. 3. Reinforcing growth mindset habits. Make it a lifestyle. Here are some daily practices to keep your growth mindset strong. Embrace challenges. Actively seek out opportunities to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Sign up for that public speaking class. Take on that challenging project at work. Use the power of yet. When you face a setback, remind yourself that you haven't mastered it yet. It's a temporary state, not a permanent limitation. Learn from criticism. Instead of getting defensive, ask clarifying questions. What can you learn from this feedback? How can you improve? Focus on learning, not just results. Shift your focus from grades or accolades to the actual process of learning and growing. What new strategies did you discover? What insights did you gain? 4. Continuous self-reflection, the compass of your journey. Schedule regular time for self-reflection. Ask yourself, what did I learn this week? Where did I stumble? How can I improve next time? Am I enjoying the process? 5. Seek support. Find a community of like-minded individuals who support your growth. Share your goals, your challenges, and your successes. A support network can provide encouragement and accountability. This is your journey. There will be bumps in the road, but with a growth mindset, you can navigate any obstacle and emerge stronger and wiser. Now go out there and create the life you are destined for. I believe in you.